Now, in this video, we will going to discuss about the problem to how to solve the problem by using the projections of points in the fourth quadrant. So the problem is, draw all the three views of a point capital P lying 60 mm below HP, 70 mm in front of VP, and 40 mm from RPP. Also state the quadrant in which it lies. So here, since the condition given is below HP and in front of VP, obviously this point capital P should lie on fourth quadrant. So this is the fourth quadrant problem, wherein a point capital P is 60 mm below HP. So when you look from the front view, I can see the distance below HP. So this distance, when it is projected onto the, so that image will going to fall on the vertical plane, which is P dash. And then 40 mm from RPP. So obviously, since it is in front of VP, so obviously it should be in front of RPP. So in front of RPP, that is this distance, when you look from the front view, is seen in the vertical plane. Similarly, when you look from the top view, I can see the distance in front of VP. So this distance, which is 70 mm, when it is projected, this projected point will going to fall on the horizontal plane, so which will going to be small p. And also when you look from the top view, I can see the distance in front of RPP. So that distance will going to be seen here in front of RPP. And then when you look from the side view, I can see the distance below HP. So that distance is seen here. And also I can see the distance in front of VP. So that distance is seen here in the profile plane. And now we will consider by single, this is how this three-dimensional analysis will going to take place. And now we will going to see individually. So now here, when it is rotated by, so here when it is cut here and then rotated HP down and RPP to the right side, so you will going to get, this is the intermediate position of this, how the planes are rotating, and then in the final stage you will going to get it like this. So here the distance with respect to the profile plane, both VP and HP will going to be below XY line, and this RPP will going to come to the right side. And the distance with respect to the profile plane, that is 40 mm in front of RPP, is seen in VP and HP. So from this line, you're going to get this distance, which is in front of RPP. Then the below HP distance is seen in VP, so that is 60 mm. So from here, you measure 60 mm and mark this point, so it will going to be P dash. Similarly, in front of VP is seen in HP. HP is also below XY line. So from here, you measure 70 mm and you mark this point, which will be small p. And when you look from the profile view, when you look in the profile view, you can see that P dash and P double dash both will going to lie on the same line. And also, we can see the distance below HP, which is vertical. So that below HP is also vertical here. And when you rotate this RPP to the right side, in front of VP, so that is this distance becomes horizontal. But when this is rotated HP down, so in the HP down, so in front of VP is vertical here, so that has to be transferred into horizontal distance in the profile view. So you draw a projection till here, and from here you draw a line inclined at 45 degrees. Then what happens? The distance in front of VP, which is vertical, is transferred into horizontal distance, and where you have the front view, on that line you will going to get the side view, say there, then you project this line directly, and you project the projected line from here, both will going to intersect at this point, so you'll mark this point as P double dash. So this distance is below HP and this distance is in front of VP. Now we will going to write the final solution in the, first we are going to draw the XY line and X1, Y1 line and identify the planes. VP, HP is in bracket because both VP and HP are the same, on the overlapping, and adjacent to VP is RPP. And then the distance with respect to the profile plane, which is 40 mm, from X1, Y1 line, you measure 40 mm and draw a vertical projector. And then you measure the distance below HP, which is 60, is seen in vertical plane. So since VP is below XY line, from here you measure 60 mm and you mark this point. Since the image is on vertical plane, so you take it as P dash. Then the distance in front of VP, which is 70 mm, is seen in HP. So from this point, you measure 70 mm and you mark this point. And since the image is on HP, so you mark this point as top view. And then we need to write the side view. In the side view, we can see both front view and as well as the top view. So since VP and HP both are on the same adjacent, so from P dash, you draw a vertical projector to the profile view. So wherein below HP is vertical in the front view and as well as in the side view. And then the distance with respect to VP in front of VP is seen in HP. So the distance here is vertical. So that has to be transferred into horizontal distance. So from the origin with respect to adjacent to VP, you draw a 45-degree line. Then draw a horizontal projector from P to the 45-degree line, and from this point you draw a vertical projector, and also from P dash draw a horizontal projector. Both these lines will going to intersect at this point. You mark this point as P double dash, and then show the dimensions which is as shown, and mark XY and X1 Y1 line. So this is how you are going to get the final solution. Since the point is since VP and HP and RPP all are on below XY line, so obviously the point P lies in the fourth quadrant. Now this is how we are going to get the final solution. And now this solution we need to write it in AutoCAD software. So to do that, so first we'll go to AutoCAD screen and switch off the grid mode and switch on the ortho mode. So now we will going to type the command limits. Then specify lower left corner 0, 0, specify upper right corner 297, 210. Then zoom all. Then go to line command, draw a horizontal line, select some arbitrary point and click on the first button of the mouse and drag the mouse to the right side and take some distance and click on first button of the mouse. And again you take the cursor to the top side, take some distance and click on the first button of the mouse. Then go to offset, take the distance as 297, select this vertical line and offset to the left side. Similarly, again go to offset command, take the distance as 210, select this horizontal line and offset to the top side. Then go to zoom, extends and zoom 0.6x. Then go to fillet, select this line and you select this line. Similarly, you select this line and you select this line and you select this line and this line. Then go to zoom window and go to D-text. Take the problem number which is 8. So take the height as 4 and rotation angle as 0. Take the problem number as 8 and here type the problem. Draw all the three views of a point P. Draw all the three views of a point capital P lying 60 mm below HP, comma 70 mm in front of VP, and 30 mm 40 mm from RPP. Also state the quadrant in which it lies. State the quadrant in which it lies. And go to zoom previous. So we'll go back. So now also state the quadrant in which it lies. Now we will come to this. So here first we are going to create the layers of layer X, Y, and then VP, our front view, top view and side view. So to do that, first we will go for zoom window and take nearer to the screen and then go to layer, click on new, type the layer by name XY, then click on new, type the layer by name front view, click on new, type the layer by name top view, and then click on new, type the layer by name side view. So layer 0 will going to have the line weight as 0.05, layer XY will going to have the line weight as 0.13, and the side view color will going to be blue. Then the top view color will going to be red, and the front view color will going to be magenta. Now once you do that, now we will going to create the drawing now. So to do that, first we are going to draw XY and X1 Y1 line. So go to line. So all the layers, all the lines will going to start drawing from 0.05 line. So consider any point and drag the mouse and take some distance and click on the first button of the mouse. Again go to line command, take some arbitrary point and click on the first button of the mouse and drag it down and click on the second button of the mouse. First button of the mouse to get the vertical line. Now we need to identify the planes now we need to identify the planes. So here I will going to take the text height as 3, rotation angle as 0. So I'll type VP, and then you come down to this and put it in bracket because both HP and VP will be overlapping, and then this is RPP. Now enter. Once you do that, now we want to draw a vertical line here. So that distance is 40 because 40 mm from RPP. So go to offset, take the distance as 40 because 40 mm from RPP, that is in front of RPP, is seen in both HP and VP. So you take this vertical line and offset to the left side, then enter. Then you come down to this. So 60 mm below XY line and 70 mm is also below XY line. So go to offset, take the distance as 60, enter. You select this line and offset here downwards. Again go to offset, take the distance as 70. You select this line and offset here. Then go to trim, select cutting edges. You select this line and you select this line as the cutting edge, and this distance and these two you trim it. Similarly, trim, select this as the cutting edge and object to trim as this. Now we have this portion done. Now we need to draw a line from the origin intersection of these two lines and draw at an angle of 45 degree to some distance, so that this will going to cross the top view line. This is this one. So to do that, so go to line, take intersection point of this, then type @ and type 200 less than clockwise direction, so minus 45. Then go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this line. Then go to fillet between this line and this line and fillet between these two. Then go to break this line till here and then erase it. This is not required. Similarly, you break this, the SY line till here, then you break this here, then you break this here, then you break this here. Then go to zoom window. Now you take nearer to the screen and then go to move, switch off the ortho mode, take VP here and then HP here, then RPP here. Then you start typing the values. So here first you go to donut, go to 0 and take 3 mm diameter. So go to INT. So just to put a point here. So go to INT of this. Again you go to INT of this. Now we're going to write the text matter. So go to the text. So put the caps lock on. So type X, you type Y, you type X1 and you type Y1. Once you do that, then you mark this point as small p, you mark this as P double dash, and you mark this point as P dash. Then go to move. So you move it appropriately, X1, then Y, then X1, Y1. And similarly, take P dash, and you take P, and you take P double dash. Now you need to change this. So go to this, go to CH, go to layer, make this as side view, then select vertical plane, you select these two, go to CH, go to layer, make this as front view. Then you select this, then you select this, go to CH, go to layer, make this as top view. So now we have done almost everything has been done. Now we need to go for the dimensioning. So to do that, so I'll just break this because it's too long. So you can, these are all very arbitrary things which you want to do. You can do this. Then again you select this line and you select this line because that need to be changed to layer XY, because the thickness of this line should be 0.13 because we are already said that. Now we will go for 0.05, and this also front view has to be 0.13. So you make it 0.13 and say OK and say close. But once you do that, now this line will be having the thickness of 0.13. You can see here this line weight will going to have the by layer, whatever it is there, it will going to take. So here the layer in which the line weight is 0.13. So here this line will going to be 0.13. So that is how it will going to consider. Now once you do that, now we go for the dimensioning. So to do that, first we have to go for the dimensioning variables. So go to DDIM, go to modify, click on lines, take the offset from the origin as 2, then symbols and arrows, take the arrow size as 3, and go to text height also as you take it as 3, then align with the dimension line, center vertical you take it as above, and offset from the dimension line as 2, and then go to primary units, make this as 0 in linear dimension, and say OK and say close. Now we will go for dim. So now you're going to take center of this and take intersection point of this. So you're going to get 60. Then go to center of this and take INT of this and make it 70. Then go to intersection point of this and take INT of this and you mark this as 40. Then go to angular, select between these two, so you're going to get 45 degrees. So once you do that, now we want to come out of this zoom previous, then go to leader, take nearest, select this line and put the ortho on, drag this, annotation, option none. Again go to leader, take nearest of this and drag this and annotation, option none. So go to leader, take nearest of this and drag this, annotation, option none. So now, so here, so you're going to cancel. So here I'll just erase this. Now go to leader, take nearest, select this and drag it, annotation, option none. Now you just go to explode this line, this and this, and go to erase this and also erase this. Now you write dtext, so tree, then point capital P lies in fourth quadrant. So he has given in the problem also state the quadrant in which lies, so point lies in the fourth quadrant. So this is how we are writing the solution, or we are able to get the solution in drawing by considering this. So both these two will going to have the same one, the same thing. So now hence this problem is complete in all aspects for the problem on the fourth quadrant. If you want, you can move this and you can take the entire drawing by selecting the crossing window and move it wherever you want. So this will going to be your final solution. Thank you.